because in the brainstorm question we will guess my topic. So let's start. Dear group mates, let's try to guess what is the topic. Here I add some hints. One of the vital aircraft system, and add some hint pictures. So try to guess.
May I?
Yes, of course.
I think if it connects with a vital system, I think it connects with electricity. I think it's electrical power distribution.
Yes, thank you. Now let's continue, yeah?
Okay.
I guess you are right. And I add some vocabulary here. Which we will use in further distribution. Means allocation. I didn't, as you can see, I didn't just translate. I gave synonyms to these words because it will be more useful for my group mates to know about synonyms, not only about translation. So distribution, it means allocation and the giving out. Circuits means scheme. Fault tolerant means robust. Redundancies, oscillation, it's fluctuation and vacillation. Transient means transition. Battery is a cell. Accumulators. Flexible means versatile and adaptable. Switch, controller, and circuit breakers. And further, my group mates Adil will continue. Thanks you for your attention.
Hello everyone, thank you for attending our demonstrative lesson, and we are going to be speaking to you today about aircraft power distribution. To begin, the topic is important since aviation is enhancing day by day, and I would like to start with the meaning of topic. An electrical system is an integral and essential component of all but the most simplistic of aircraft design. The electrical system capacity and complexity varies tremendously between a light piston-powered single-engine general aviation aircraft and a modern multi-engine commercial jet aircraft. Recently, there is a trend for using only high-voltage DC system for power distribution, for adopting the new generation options as variable frequency. Recent advancements in the areas of interfacing circuits, control techniques, and protection systems. The advantage of the high-voltage DC distribution system in reducing the weight, the size, and the losses. There is not only one type of system. Actually, nowadays, airlines have several types of electrical systems. First of all is a centralized electrical power distribution system. It's a point-to-point radial power distribution system. It has only one distribution center. The generator supplies this distribution center. The electrical power is being processed and fed to the different electrical loads. The distribution center is normally positioned in the avionic bay, where the voltage regulation is also located. In this system, each load is supplied individually from the power distribution center. This picture shows us detail of the system, and I am fully convinced that you need to make a screen and study it later. Second is semi-distributed electrical power distribution system. Was proposed to overcome the problem of first system. The system has a large number of power distribution center PDCs. These centers are scaled versions of PDCs. In this system, the PDCs are distributed around the aircraft in such way to optimize the system volume. This scheme gives a possibility to observe a detail of this system. Next is advanced electrical power distribution system. It's a flexible, fault-tolerant system controlled by a redundant microprocessor system. This system is developed to replace the conventionally centralized and semi-distributed systems. This diagram shows all the complexity of this system, and also we can observe details. And the last is a fault-tolerant electrical power distribution system. Is adequately protected. The system is composed of 2 switch matrices, 6 multi-purpose converter, 6 generators, and different loads. The source and load switch matrices could be implemented by using mechanical or solid-state switches. However, the latter has the advantage of controllability, fast response, and high efficiency over the former. This scheme of the most common electrical system of aircraft, and this picture gives possibility to observe the detail of this the most modern system. Actually, before I get to the conclusion, I would like to give several advice for students. First of all, is to improve English skills regularly by using various sources of knowledge. Furthermore, to instill self-discipline and try practicing more. In addition, we need to attend English lessons and complete all teachers' assignments, and to find modern ways to demonstrate lessons and concurrently enhance abilities to present information. And finally, the conclusion. Dear audience, I would like to conclude our demonstration with the main goals which we needed to cover. First of all is to assist understand how to use modern demonstrative platforms. Second is to improve our English skills such as listening and speaking. Furthermore, while presentation, we enhance our vocabulary and writing abilities. In addition, we are pilots and master's degree students, and we should refine aviation knowledge. Also, our group is really thankful to our teacher since she has been learning us to find new possibilities, which help us to become better students because we hadn't known about these features before she started teaching us. And at the end of this lesson, I want to say thank you for your attention.
Hi, my name is Aset. Today on this episode, we'll discuss how to write a format paper in APA style or American Psychological Association style. We'll discuss what APA style is and why we use it, what your paper should look like from fonts to margins to line spacing, and then we will explore the finer details like index citations and formatting your title and abstract and references page. Now let's begin. APA style is most commonly used in scientific writing and social sciences writing in subjects like criminology, anthropology, and psychology. In 1929, a group of psychologists, anthropologists, and scientists got together and decided that they should write down style rules for scientific writing so that readers could better understand what they were trying to say. From these rules, APA style was born. The reason why it is so important to get formatting and citation style correct is so that the writer can build rapport with the reader. If you are presenting facts, it's important to establish sense of credibility with the reader so that they are more likely to trust the information that is presented. For example, if you research about voting patterns among women between ages of 18 and 29 has resulted in some new things, but you chose to use a font that is difficult to read and your in-text citations are incomplete, so that the reader can't check where your facts are coming from. They're not going to convince of all the facts that you are writing about. This isn't the desired result for you as a researcher, so it's crucial to get these small details right. Before you begin writing the body of your paper, you should make sure that your paper is formatted correctly. In APA style, you should always write on the standard 8.5 by 11 page using 12-point font, double-spaced with 1 each margin. On all sides, use an easily readable font. APA recommends using the standard Times New Roman font. You should also have a running header on your paper. This consists of your paper title in all caps, which is flash left, and the page number, which is flash right. The paper title in the running header should not be longer than 50 characters, including punctuation and spaces. For all APA papers, you should have 4 sections: a title page, an abstract, a main body, and references. Abbreviations are one of the trigger punctuation rules because they change depending on what style of writing you are doing. Because APA style was written with highly technical documents in mind, the abbreviation rules are really important to pay attention to. In APA style, it's best only use the abbreviation when it will lend to the reader's understanding. If you have too many abbreviations, the text will read more like code, which isn't useful when you're trying to decipher a complicated subject matter. Always spell out the abbreviation on first reference and then follow with the abbreviated spelling in parentheses. There are exceptions, of course, in the case of well-known abbreviations, such as PhD or DNA, and also no need to spell out standard measuring units like foot or pound. Generally, do not put periods in between letters of abbreviation unless abbreviating US or UK, or if it is a Latin abbreviation such as EG or IE. Charts and figures must be between 2 and 3.25 inches wide if one column, and be between 4.25 and 6.875 inches wide if two columns. All text within charts and figures should be in sans serif font, meaning that you have to choose a font like Arial or Geneva. The font size must be between 8 and 14 points so that the audience can easily read the text. You must also caption any figures within your paper. The caption consists of the figure number and short sentence explaining what is the figure and how it relates. Though having charts and graphs within your paper is a great tool for your readers, you need to discern with great care whether or not the chart or figure is applicable and would lend to the reader's understanding. As you can see, there are a lot of rules and formatting issues to pay attention to when writing a paper in an APA style. These formatting and citation rules are crucial so that the reader has trust in the writer and researcher work. Thank you for watching. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Asyat. Hello, friends, group mates, our participants. My name is Emil. This video was recorded to show you how to use the platform for your lessons. Platform's name is Flipgrid. Today we are going to discuss a pretty interesting topic. Maybe some of you has already encountered and knows how to use it in practice. Maybe just heard about it, but don't know how to use it correctly and what it is the benefit. Although you are fluent in English, you may be learning about this topic for the first time. So today's topic is academic writing. At first, before we get started, we have some questions. What is academic writing? What is the importance of using it? What is the purposes, types, structure, and components of academic writing? We will have the answers to all these questions during our lecture. So academic writing is the ability to express your thoughts through a short, clear, structured, scientific text backed up by evidence. Backed up means proved or substantiated. The importance is that it is an appropriate way to convey acquired knowledge help students develop analysis, think critically, and focus on technique and style. For comparison and better understanding, leading universities in the world have adopted academic writing as a basis a long time ago. There are Oxford University, Harvard University, Stanford University, and etc. These types of academic writing are divided into the following: essay, research, summary, journal, book review, synthesis, review of the literature. I assume that many of you are familiar with the academic writing structure. It consists of three parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Despite that the main components we already mentioned, you will see more detailed information. This is all you should know about today's topic, so let's sum it up. Academic writing is clear, focused, structured, and substantiated by facts. It has a formal tone and style. It's not complex and does not require the use of long sentences and complicated vocabulary. Thank you all for your attention. Goodbye.
Hello, dear Master's Degree. My name is Birjan Chityanov. Today I used two platforms for my presentation, Bandicam and Apedic. Today's topic about punctuation marks. Three main ideas today's topic. First, what is punctuation marks? Second, what types of punctuation marks are in English language? Third, how we to use punctuation marks. What is punctuation marks? The English language has a system of symbols and signs known as punctuation marks. Punctuation mark shows us how to construct a sentence and how each sentence should be read. I have some brainstorming questions. First, what English punctuation marks do you know and how are they used in the sentence?
Now, please, is anybody to answer?
May I?
Yeah, you're welcome.
I know colon, and there are several ways of using this punctuation mark, but definitely one of the most popular way for using colon is to introducing quote, explanation, or some examples.
No, thank you. Continue, please.
Oh, okay.
Second question, do you know these punctuation marks?
Can you name them, please? First one. Now you can name them the punctuation marks which you know already. Asit, do you know?
Yes, of course.
No, please.
The comma, the point, the brackets.
Then.
Semicolon.
Then.
Question mark.
Eyeball.
Colon.
Underline.
Then.
Mark and
Quotation marks.
Apostrophe, dash, hyphen.
Next.
Round brackets.
Yes, brackets.
Thank you.
So,
This slide shows the types and what is called punctuation marks. First, full stop or period. Second, comma. Next, semicolon, colon, question mark, exclamation mark, apostrophe, underline, round brackets, square brackets, quotation mark, ellipse marks, slash, underscore, hyphen, and a dash. And how we to use these punctuation marks? First, full stop or period. This punctuation mark indicated us that the sentence has come to an end. Full stop is a term used in British English. It is known as a period in American English. Examples: John went to the shop. I hope to see you next week. Comma. A comma indicated a natural pause in a sentence or is used to separate items in a list. Example, he is a strong, healthy man. The weather I was happy to see was beginning to clear. Question mark. The most obvious and common use of the question mark is to end a direct question. Example is, how are you? Where are you going? Exclamation mark. Exclamation marks is used to the end of a dramatic statement or sentence. For example, stop, don't run into the road. That dog is going to bite me. Quotation marks. The quotation mark is used in written language to quote exact words from spoken or written language. Examples: what did you do yesterday? Asked Lucy. Anthony Angela said, develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Parentheses, round brackets. Parentheses are used to separate extra information from the word at emphasis. Example: he finally answered after taking 5 minutes to think that he did not understand. The children won the baseball game. It was exciting. Next, square brackets. Square brackets are used by the editor to indicate extra information. For example, Hedy Lamarr once said, most people save all their lives and leave it, their money, to somebody else. Slash. Slash is used to the word or, and it can be used to separate by day, month, and year. For example, the date today, 17/11/2021. 1/2, it's mean 1/2. Hyphen. Hyphen used to join words or to separate syllables in a word. Example, she is very self-confident. Colon. Colon can be used to introduce an exclamation, separate independent clauses, introduce an example. I like to play all kinds of sports, football, basketball, and table tennis. Semicolon. Semicolon used to link two closely related ideas and indicated a pause, longer than a comma but shorter than a period. For example, I went to the store. Unfortunately, it was closed. Ellipse marks. Ellipse marks indicated omitted words or to add effect to a sentence. Example, he walked into the shop, then walked straight back out. Apostrophe. An apostrophe used for to propose create construction and to create to possessive form of a noun. Example, I can't go to the mall tonight. Can't it mean cannot. At sign. At sign is most commonly found in email addresses and on social media where it is used to tag specific user's post. The underscore. The underscore is also known as an understrike, underbar, or underline, and is a character that was originally on a typewriter keyboard and was used simply to underline words or numbers for emphasis. For example, send me the letter my email address, Borjan, the underscore, Chitenov, @mail, full period, ru. And conclusion. Punctuation is a system of symbols that we use to separate written sentences and parts of sentence, and to make their meaning clear. In our writing, we use punctuation to show pauses and emphasis. Punctuation marks help the reader understand what we mean. It's end my presentation. Thank you for attention, dear masters.
Hello dear participants and my group mates. Let's turn to grammar. My name is Elshad and I want to continue our lesson with grammar part, which includes first and second conditional, active and passive voice. So let's get started. So the first part of our lesson is conditionals. Conditionals describe the result of a certain condition. The if clause tells you the condition and the main clause tells you the result. The order of the clause doesn't change the meaning. If you study hard, you'll pass your exams. You'll pass your exams if you study hard. Conditional sentences are often divided into different types. So let's have a look at the first conditional. We use the first conditional when we talk about future situations we believe are real or possible. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, we'll go to the beach. Arsenal will be the top of the league if they win. When I finish work, I will call you. In first conditional sentences, the structure is usually if or when plus present simple. Then in the second part, will plus infinitive. It's also common to use the structure with unless, as long as soon as, or in case instead of if. So, here is the second conditional. Second conditional is used to imagine present or future situations that are impossible or unlikely in reality. If we had a garden, we would have a cat. The structure is usually if plus plus simple, and then in the second part of the sentence, would plus infinitive. When if is followed by the verb be, it's grammatically correct to say if I were, if he were, if she were, and if it were. However, it's also common to hear these structures with was, especially in he, she form. If I were you, I would mention it. If she was prime minister, she would invest more money in schools. He would travel more if he was younger. Then, let's turn to the next part of our lesson. The next part is active voice. When the subject of a sentence performs the verb's action, say that the sentence is in the active voice. Sentences in the active voice have a strong, direct, and clear tone. Mom read the novel in one day. Then the next one is passive voice. A sentence is in the passive voice, on the other hand, when the subject is acted on by the verb. The passive voice is always constructed with the conjugated form of to be plus the verb's past participle. Doing this usually generates a preposition as well. So let's have a look at some examples of active and passive voice. Here you can see the examples in different times, different tenses. So the most basic ones are present simple. For example, in active voice, it will be reporters write news reports. In the passive voice, it will be news reports are read by reporters. For example, in present continuous, Michael is baking a brownie. And in the passive voice, a brownie is being baked by Michael. And here you can see different examples in different tenses. So let's continue our lesson. And I have prepared you some short tests. So you should answer to the questions. First question is, what would you do differently if you to do this again?
Now please take part. Russell?
In first question, answer is had. If you had to do this again.
Do you all agree with him?
Yes.
Yes, the second conditional.
He is right.
Thank you. The second sentence.
So, what will be the answer?
No, just a minute.
Okay.
Eyeball?
The second sentence, I think it's a true answer is buy. If I buy the more expensive bike, I think it's the first condition.
Do you agree with him?
Yes.
The third one will read Emil. Emil, are you here?
The project would be the project will be delayed if I don't finish this report on time.
Is it correct?
Yes.
Yes, he fully.
What conditional sentence is it? First, second, zero?
First.
First condition.
Thank you. Continue.
One, the project on time. You should make the next one. You should make correct passive phrases and mind the tenses in brackets. So the first one, English / speak. It should be in present simple.
Asit, will you?
Yes, of course. English is spoken.
Do you all agree with Asit?
Yes, we agree.
Thank you. Eyeball, will you read the second one?
Then the second one.
The price
Price
is won.
Eyeball.
A prize was won.
Do you all agree?
Yes.
I know
Yes.
that you know grammar very well. Now, Alisher, will you read the next one?
Okay. Songs slash to sing in past simple. It will be songs were sung.
Where's her?
Yes.
Now, fourth, Russell.
Yes.
Yeah, Russell, the first sentence.
Skateboards were ridden. Past simple past.
Thank you very much, Birjan.
And the films are watched.
I watched.
Watched, yes.
Pay attention to the suffix. Pronunciation of the suffix. Thank you. Continue, please.
Okay.
To write in past simple is slash to watch in present simple. Yes, that's correct. So, in conclusion of our lesson, I want to say thank you for your attention.
Thank you, dear master's degree students. Please pay attention, listen attentively, watch attentively, because we are going to discuss at the second pair. If you noticed some mispronunciations of your words or vocabulary, and what maybe you will give suggestions to your group mates in making and making presentations or making project work using the different types of platforms. Yeah, okay? And then we'll discuss about it, yeah? Now, who's the next?
I will
Aibo?
give the conclusion, yes. Hello, dear participants. My name is Aibo. And in conclusion, I would like to say, first of all, according to modern reality, questions arises about inclusion advanced demonstrative platforms in syllabus. Therefore, our teacher has been teaching us how to use them fluently. We are fully sure that demonstrative platforms have many advantages, and our English is subject to alternation in terms of improving our writing, reading, and also we have been learning how to express information. In addition, dozen students face problems such as academic writing. In our lesson, academic writing played a significant role. We did many exercises connected with writing. We wrote science topics not only for enhancing our writing, but also increasing output. I reckon during our English lesson, communication abilities have been improved by speaking practice and connection between teacher and master degree students. Thank you for attention and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, dear master's degree students. Now, first of all, I would like to ask you a question. Are you satisfied with your presentations?
Yes, we are.
Now,
Yes.
one by one. Please, Adel, will you speak?
Yes,
If
definitely.
yes, why? If not, why?
Yes, definitely. I satisfied with my group mates. There are several reasons. First of all, I am really proud because my group mates understood that the English is vital today for us as a pilot, because not many, majority of aviation documents was written in English and
Written, yes, written.
yeah, written in English, and we need to understand them. And second, English is international language, and if we want to understand people, we need to learn English. And I think this demonstrative lesson shows that my group mates understood how to use demonstrative platforms, because it's something new for us. We have learned how to express a new information in new platforms for us.
No, thank you very much. Alisher, who will speak?
Yes, I can.
Please, you're welcome.
I want to say that I am satisfied with our lesson and the knowledge which we got. And I think that nowadays, in this hard and pandemic time, it's vital for the students and for the teachers also to use different platforms to get the knowledge and to make life more easy, and that's all what I wanted to say.
No, thank you very much. Now, maybe Russell, Asset, who will? Birjan?
I want to say that today's lesson showed us that we have so many ways to demonstrate information in different ways. We are able to use Prezi, we can use Flipgrid application, we can use Bandicam, and so many different platforms to demonstrate students any interesting information. I'm very satisfied of the work of my group mates and hope that everyone got satisfaction too. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Russell?
I agree with my group mates. I guess, yes, all these platforms will be very useful in our future as master degree students, and helpful for us. Thank you for you, because before this lesson, before your teaching, we didn't know about these platforms. And thank you for all of you guys.
Thank you very much. Now, Birjan? Birjan?
Yes.
Will you?
I'm very satisfied because we use
I am
many.
satisfied. I am.
Yes, I am satisfied. We use very different platforms, which help in future our job.
No, thank you very much. Aybol, what about you?
Of course, I agree. The lesson was very useful. I get a lot of good knowledge, and I believe these platforms helps for improve our English. Thank you for listening.
Now, Birjan, what about you? Birjan has already told, yeah? Now, thank you, dear master's degree students. Now, my question is, what difficulties did you face while preparing your presentations using different platforms? What difficulties did you face? Who will start? Were there any difficulties while preparing your presentations using different platforms?
I would like to say one reason, and it was the most difficult reason for me, because I didn't have appropriate knowledge about these platforms, and it was something new and modern for me, because I hadn't done it before.
Thank you very much. Who else? Birjan, Nasid, Alisher, Russell, please.
Can I?
Yes, of course.
I fully agree with Adil, and I think that it was unusual for all of us to use these platforms. But I think that in our future, these platforms will be very helpful for our study and for our life.
Now, did you face any difficulties while preparing your presentation?
Yes, I did. It was unusual to make a record of our presentation, and it was very interesting for us because I think that it's the first time when my group mates made these videos.
Thank you very much. Aset, what about you?
I want to agree with my group mates that it is the new way to make presentation. Earlier, we had made the presentation only in PowerPoint application, and so I can say that it was boring. But when I found the Flipgrid, for me it was, of course, difficult, but interesting to find a new application to make presentation. When I have done it, I was proud of myself because it is a modern application, the PowerPoint, for example.
Thank you. Now, Irasel?
For me, first difficult was registration on this platform. That was a little bit difficult and unusual. Second one, not maybe difficult, but it's free version of this system platforms. It's very limited. If you want to open all features, you have to buy. That was maybe a little bit difficult because in Prezi you couldn't download your presentation except before you're buying. That's all, and you will use only online platforms. To use offline, you should buy also program. That was difficult.
Thank you. Aybol?
Yeah, of course, it was difficult in first time because we didn't know about these platforms before. I haven't heard of these platforms, but I think it's good experience for our future for learn English and any things.
Now, my question is, will you use in your future job?
Maybe.
No, Adel?
I think for us as magister degree students, in the future, it will be definitely useful. And I think for teaching, this platform is really comfortable for expressing information for students.
Thank you very much. Now, do you remember when I said that you must use, you must be able to use different platforms in your while presenting your topics, yeah? But you were against of it, yeah? Do you remember? But I think now I see that you are interested in using different platforms. Now, good for you. Thank you. Now, I am satisfied with your presentations that you use different types of platforms, but you should pay attention to your pronunciation, some of the words there, while presenting. Before making your presentation, you should read your material 5-6 times in order not to make mispronunciations in your speech, okay? Now pay attention to this. Now, thank you. Let's have a rest. We have the second pair. You may leave for 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you for your attention. Thank you for attending.
Thank you.
But we'll meet again after 5 minutes. Okay?
Yes, in 5 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Now, leave the lesson, please. Then you will join again. Now, Ajar, I didn't say thank you. Спасибо, что вы пришли, Ажара. Кто там? Ақмарал, Жанат, Алтынай. Моя цель была, я им давала задание, сразу скажу, да, задание, чтобы они сделали презентацию, ну, якобы проектная работа, использовать разные платформы. И они вот, сперва я у них спросила, как мы собираемся показать демонстративный урок. Каким образом вы бы хотели? Потому что магистранты – это уже научные работники, да, будущие, наукой будут заниматься. Они сказали: Зауре Баданбекkyzy, нам скучно будет, например, если вы будете преподавать и будете показывать, это все в каждом уроке вот так показывать. Давайте мы необыкновенный урок, демонстративный урок мы представим. Я говорю: хорошо. И они сегодня вот представили. Мы даже не сделали вот как, заранее не подготовились, не смотрела даже. Я думаю, что урок удался, демонстративный урок. Жаль, что другие преподаватели не посетили, может, занятие у них было. Поэтому спасибо, что вы пришли. Скажите свое мнение.
Спасибо, Зауре апай, мне понравилось. Конечно, я этого всего не понимала, но очень хорошие, не перегруженные абсолютно слайды, такие они с элементом активности были, да, и, по-моему, никаких как бы не... В общем, друг за другом рассказывали, чувствуется, что владеют абсолютно материалом, что чувствуют себя уверенно, что это магистры. В общем, спасибо.
Да, они должны быть, я им сказала тогда 50 минут всего занятия будет идти. Вот они сделали, оказывается, за 45 минут. Каждый по 5, по 7 минут. Жаната, пожалуйста.
Зауре апай, сабағыңыз керемет өтті, рахмет. Негізі мен жаңағы барлық нені әр студент өзінің бір цифрлық технологияны пайдаланып, жаңа біреу бандика, біреу эпистайл, біреу педеск, қолданды,
Педек.
Скринкаст. Мен кішкене кешіп қаппын да, бірақ та әр өз ерекшеліктерін атап өтті. Одан кейін магистр болғаннан кейін ертең бұйыртса докторатураға түсіп, бұл балалардың, мысалы үшін, может быть, академияның бір оқытушысы болар. Сол кезде бұл білімнің де сабаққа да, ертеңгі жұмыстарына да керек болады деп ойлаймыз. Мысалы, мен өзім, маған қызық болды, мысалы үшін, бандикамды білеміз ғой, не жазатын, видео жазатын, бірақ та жаңағындай кейбір жерлерін сұрайтын нәрсе бар екен, бөлек өзіңізден сұрамасақ, қалай болды деп. Бірақ студенттер өте материалды жақсы біліп отыр, өздерінің білгендерімен бөлісіп, меніңше оларға да ұнаған секілді, өйткені әрқайсысы әртүрлі технологияны қолданғаннан кейін қызық болады ғой, енді олар ізденеді, қайсысы қызық болады, қайсыныкі ұтымды пайдаланды деген секілді. Енді мен ойлаймын, магистранттарға ұнады, және бізге де үйренетін нәрселер болды. Ішіне мен өзіме түртіп алдым. Көп рахмет, осындай мастер-класспен әрдайым бөлісіп жүресіз. Әлі үйренеріміз көп сізден де. Тәжірибемен бөлісіп жатқанымызға көп рахмет, магистранттарыңызға да көп рахмет.
Рахмет. Жаңа әлгі неттім ғой, әлгі өздерінен сұрадым. Басында бұлар осындай әртүрлі платформаларды қолданыңдар, презентация жасағанды. Өздеріңе де қызықты болады. Кейін өмірде керекті болады дегенде бұлар қиналып, істемей жүрген, кейін біреу бастап еді, бірінен бірі қалмай. Сөйтіп мінеки бүгін мысалы скринкаст, прези, бандикам, флипгрид.
Скринкаст болды, скринкаст,
дегендерді қолданып, әзір өздері қызығып, презентацияларын өздері, бұлар ізденушілер ғой. Сондықтан да Ажар, please, will you speak Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Zaure Badanbekkyzy, thank you very much for your demonstration lesson. It was very informative for us. We see that students like this lesson and they are interested in all the topics which were covered in this lesson. And I think the master's degree students should know this kind of platforms, this kind of applications, and they will use it in future. And so it was very interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. I see Arman here. Arman, are you here? Arman?
Саламатсыз ба апай? Мен осындамын, мен жолдамын, бірақ сіздің сабағыңызды қалдырмайын деп, былай жолда болсам да кіріп отырмын да апай, ренжімеңіз. Естіліп тұр ма?
Иә, естіліп тұр.
Ал апай,
Толықтай көрдің бе? Толықтай сабаққа?
толықтай көре алмадым, толықтай кіре алмадым. Соңына қарай кірдім, өйткені сабақта болып қалдым. Сосын қазір жолға шыққам ғой, соған сонда да кіріп көре берейін деген ғой.
Жақсы, рахмет. Жаңағы департаменттен біреу келіп отыр екен ғой, бір кім, Ақмарал ма? Ақмарал, are you here? Әлішер, leave.
Апай, ол департаменттің аты ғана отырады ол жерде, өздері білмеймін, что-то менің де сабағымда болмаған негізі ол кісілер.
Жоқ, Ақмарал Нарузбаевна кірді, сабақ біткенде шығып кетті. Мына жақта демоцардан сізге сообщение жазып отыр, Зауре апай, чатты ашыңызшы мына жақта.
Қай жерден?
Обычно жоқ болып кетеді олар.
Мына қазір
сәлеметсіз бе, демоцарға жіберген кестеде 4:40-та ғой дейді. Енді запись департаментке жібересіз ғой дейді. Жақсы, егер сіздерге ұнап жатса, білмеймін, но запись дедім, записывать етті ме, жоқ па, білмеймін даже.
Записьті қазір тоқтаттыңыз, и потом где-то бір 10-15 минуттан кейін сіздің почтаңызға келеді запись. Неге? Корпоративный почтаға өзіңізге.
Тоқтамай жатыр ғой, запись деп тұр, тоқтамай жатыр.
Остановить запись деп басыңыз.
Қаяқта? Шточку дема?
Да, кажется.